Good morning. How are you?
Well, shit.
Dude, so all week
Yeah,
long,
man.
I was talking about there was going to be a second round knockout for Connor. Second round knockout for Connor. And if it went to the fourth or the fifth, Dustin will put him away. And Dustin did what I thought he would do in the fourth or the fifth, but in the second round.
Yeah. So, okay, we're just jumping right into this one. I think what
Yeah.
blows my mind is that, like, well, I mean, this is MMA, right? Like, holy
Yeah,
shit,
dude.
did we get almost every one of them wrong?
Dude, it was like a night of the underdog, dude. Like for real.
But see, and like, that's what's so fucking cool about MMA. I love that. Like,
It's annoying,
it's definitely annoying if
but
you're
it's
fucking
but
betting
it's
on this
but
shit.
it's
But
neat.
yeah, yeah, if you're betting on this, that sucks. But yeah, I thought it was strange how all this entire time I felt like people were counting out Dustin. And I mean, we kind of did in a sense too, right? Like we were like, well, Connor first two, but it's true. Like I mean, even in the first round, it looked like Connor might have taken that round. I mean, he was
Yeah,
very
I think so
aggressive,
too.
and you could see that there was a lot of power behind the punches. But but yeah, man, I mean, his game plan just worked.
It was perfect.
I mean, even Connor said right, those leg kicks, that's what really started it
Yeah.
all.
And it looked like right before he put him away, like that last 45 seconds when he was trying to get away from him, he was totally like immobile. He could not even move his legs. He was just standing in one spot trying to dodge
Oh
punches.
yeah, dude.
Like he couldn't fucking move. Like it
He
was
was
nuts.
his leg was compromised, like for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, it was
But
just like
I mean, and again, like I feel like I don't want people to take that like take away from Dustin because obviously he's the one that did that,
no, no,
right?
no, dude.
And
It was
I
awesome.
just feel like they're gonna be like, well, it was a leg and blah blah blah. It's like, well, yes, but
But he
he's the
he
one
did
that did
that.
that to his leg,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, man, it was. I mean, that entire card um was amazing if you got to watch it without any technical difficulties.
So from what I was seeing, there was a lot of people very, very, very upset.
Yeah, so I was actually one of those individuals. So paid for the fight, expecting to watch the fight, and all of a sudden this shit ain't working.
What time did
Um,
you start watching though?
I missed the first two.
I
Or
know,
wait,
but like how early did
oh,
you put on the
early
fight?
prelims.
Okay. So on my TV, we have the ESPN app, and I turn the fights on at 5 o'clock when the or six when the early prelim started.
Yeah. That's why
And
the so that's what's called the early prelims, and then main card. Early prelims, I was on that bitch.
oh shit, I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
No, yeah. So I watched all the fights. I I didn't get to see the first two of the main card, which I went back afterwards. But it's like, oh, the irony is
Sucks, man.
like Dana's talking shit about these hackers and all this shit, and
Mm-hmm.
then the ESPN app is the one that is struggling to get people in.
Man,
And you would think that the tech support team at ESPN would have prepared for
a big
that,
event.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like especially knowing the type of numbers that Connor pulls. So yeah, it was definitely frustrating, but still don't want to you know take away from the card. I mean, the main card was
Yeah, it
amazing.
was really good. It was a pretty stacked main card, even like with the Sanchez and Muradov fight. Like that ended up being good. Muradov looked like a
Yeah,
beast,
well,
man.
he Murdoch got performance of the night with that.
Yeah, dude, looked like a freaking beast. Knocked the crap out of Sanchez. Um, so before we get into this main card, I have my little notebook here with my notes.
So you're a
Um,
nerder.
so it's been a week since we recorded the last,
Oh yeah, we missed a card, right?
and well, good job, Kiesa.
Yeah.
If Kiesa fights Covington, he's getting his ass whooped. Like as much as I don't like Covington, there's no shot.
Ah, man, it's so frustrating because it's like, I mean, and it's all these wrestlers, right?
Yeah, bro, for real.
Like that if they stood, it'd be a different. But that's MMA, man. So
Yeah, that's why it's mixed martial arts, not boxing one night or
yeah,
just
so
jujitsu one night. Like,
even though it's frustrating at times, you still gotta love it.
Yeah, yeah.
So
So
yeah, I mean, Chiesa, he stuck to the game plan for sure.
yeah,
Magny
he would do anything.
could not get up. Yeah,
It was like a
and it
spider
sucks because
monkey on him.
you could tell that he was still in it. Like he
Yeah,
he was. It's not like he was ever tired, and
no, not
but
at all.
it's just.
So
I mean, I just can't believe. Okay, I guess the takeaway from Chiesa Magny, I can't believe Chiesa made 155. That fucking
okay,
blows my mind. Makes
yeah,
no fucking sense with how
definitely.
big he
He
looks.
looks huge.
And then on top of that, it's like I feel like people who go up to 170 from 155, they always kind of look the same. But it's
Mhm.
like Chiesa looks totally different and
Yeah,
a lot stronger.
definitely.
Like to hold these natural 170 pounders down like that, that
and another thing is like it didn't look like he was struggling with cardio at all, even after being all over Magny for 5 rounds. I mean, it looked like he could have gone even longer. So to be that big and that full and that strong at 170 and not have a compromised like a cardio, like
yeah. I know you and I talked about it, and it's like it's gonna be interesting for him to go up against a wrestler like which
mhm,
I mean, hey, he called out Covington, so
yeah, good for
he's
him.
willing to do that. It's gonna be very interesting because again, like Chiesa looks very strong at 170.
Yeah,
Um, I do think Covington's the answer for him just because I feel
it's a
like
good fight.
Covington he throws so much though, you know what I mean? And
The
I mean
volume.
even in yeah, like the volume is insane from Covington. But in this fight against Magny, Chiesa just didn't look as good of a striker as others. So like even
Yeah.
Magny looked like a better striker. Like you could tell that Chiesa wasn't comfortable in the stand up against someone who obviously has a better stand up game. So that'll be very interesting. I mean, but congrats to
That
Chiesa.
was a pretty good night too. I mean, the card wasn't spectacular, but it was like it ended up being a good night of fights.
Oh
Um,
yeah, it was.
yeah, I was going for Munir Lazez, and he got his fucking ass kicked.
Yeah,
Because
he really did.
Alves just like went after him and
Worley
just
just
tore through him.
it's fucking crazy. He just didn't let up. Like he
Yeah,
just fucking
just pressured
hunted
him
him
the whole
down.
time,
Yeah,
and then our poor nerder.
he got wrecked.
She, her striking has gotten so much better, but
But
I think
and see,
she's
that's
just
saying
so
a lot.
slow, man. Like,
Her striking's gotten better, but it still doesn't look.
no, it's just yeah.
No.
Matt Schnell, Tyson that was a good one.
Ike
Yeah, Ike was a good one.
Villanueva,
Fucking
that was
spun his ass
cool.
around, hit him with the spin cycle.
And then
Oh
the
man,
little walk off, right?
yeah. Akhmedov was really good that night too.
Akhmedov, yeah.
It was,
Yeah,
it
you fucking wrecked Breeze.
it was a good night. It was a really really good night. And before we move on to our UFC 257 results and we talk about it, what was your favorite thing to eat this week?
I always fucking forget that this is like a thing.
A thing.
Yes.
And now I put you on the
Did,
spot.
did it didn't I yeah, like didn't I tell you there was something that I ate that was really good?
You said you cooked. No, that was the week before.
Yeah, that was the week before.
Um,
Fuck, Mike.
you want to go?
Okay, you can go. I'm not gonna pay attention because I'm gonna be thinking
That's
about what the
fine. That's
fuck I
fine.
ate.
That's fine because you already know what it is.
Okay.
So I worked this week. I worked Monday through Friday, which is more a day more than I usually work. So I didn't really get to eat anything spectacular because I cooked. Um, but yesterday we went and got coffee at that coffee shop again, and we got some of those empanadas that we talked about last week. And if you didn't hear about those, they were cochinita empanadas, which is like a marinated pork that they like just cook for a really really long time, and it's like super good. And then there was a habanero salsa that was with it, and it's just perfect, really really good. So that's the best thing I ate all week.
Oh, I have horrible fucking memory.
Dude, you could just say like you eat like Probably something Mexican.
I mean, I did have ceviche. That shit was
Ooh.
good.
Oh, Red Lobster, bro.
That's what it
There
was.
we
Thank
go.
you. Yeah,
Red
I had Red
Lobster.
Lobster.
That
Oh, dude,
that
they're
shrimp
fucking.
special.
See, you remembered. I didn't even
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
remember.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I had that what was it? The
Was
shrimp trio,
the shrimp trio with the side of booty cheeks,
bro, and then they're fucking their
the
cheddar
biscuits,
biscuits. Oh
dude.
my
If you guys haven't been
gosh.
to Red Lobster, those like garlic cheddar biscuits they have whenever they bring you out, uh, while you're waiting,
Yeah, they're delicious.
chef's kiss, bro. Chef's kiss.
But yeah,
Oh,
so I Red Lobster.
just a shout out to John. John just had an anniversary. Congrats, man.
What the fuck? I don't care about that, man. Nah, thank
He
you.
cares. He cares. He cares. He's just an asshole. He cares.
Yeah, I'm just an asshole.
Congrats, y'all. Congrats. And then another thing happening this week that I just want to take some time out of before we get into this. This Thursday is the 28th, which is January 28th, is my dad's birthday. Um, and my dad's been gone for almost 2 years now. And a big reason that, if you guys didn't listen to the first episode, um, the big reason that I wanted to start all this is because I didn't have, somebody to really talk about MMA with anymore. I mean, John and I have always kind of, talked about it here and there, but we never really like got into it the way my dad and I did. And this has been like a really, really good experience for me overall, as far as filling that void in a sense. And it's also allowed John and I to become closer to each other. So it's been really, really great. And just wanted to take a second to say happy birthday, Dad.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So before I start crying, let's go ahead and get into UFC 257. Main
Holy
card.
shit!
Main card, mainly.
Yeah, because I mean, other fights were good, but main card, man, it just they fucking showed up.
So let's go ahead and just mention real quick a couple of the good prelims. Amir Albazi versus Saga Zumagalov. I had it right the first time.
Let me see.
Uh,
Let me see. Zumagulov. Yeah, Zumagulov. Yeah.
what else was good on that one?
Yeah. So that was like a back and forth, good fight, and
Hmm.
then Juliana Pena. Oh man, I
She
don't know
looked
if
like
you
she was
saw.
gonna lose it.
Did you see her call out though? Like, did you see what happened with that?
No.
So she called out Amanda Nunes, and then Amanda's just like, well,
LOL.
you haven't won any competitive fights, like, or like you
You
haven't
haven't
made yourself a
clearly won.
contender. Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
like you lost a few, so it's like, oh shit.
No, no way, bro. I didn't see that at all. Which for a second there, it looked like she was about to lose, like in the second
Yeah,
round, first round. Yeah. So anyway, good win for Juliana Pena. Um, I guess those were really like the big. Brad Tavares had a really good night. That was a really good fight.
yeah.
And then
Again, it's just kind of crazy, right? Because I'm sure they were good fights, but it's like, man, that
yeah,
main card just
it was great.
it delivered.
So this was like at the time, like right as we were leading into the main card, where I was talking to John, and he let me know what was happening with, the whole technical difficulties thing. And then I went on to like get on Twitter and look at everything, and I realized that there was a shit ton of people that were having problems with not getting the pay-per-view.
Yeah, and it was definitely frustrating as fuck. I was definitely annoyed. And it didn't help that like ESPN and like Dana, they were just tweeting about the fights and they didn't like once mention like, hey, we know this is going on, we're
Yeah,
working on it. Um, so yeah, that was definitely annoying.
yeah, big time.
I mean, I wonder what they're gonna do if they're gonna give
I doubt it,
credit.
bro.
Yeah, I don't think they'll do anything right.
They should at
But
least give like a partial credit, like a discount
yeah,
on the next pay-per-view or something.
I agree. I think they should because it was fucking annoying to miss the
Yeah.
first two fights.
And the first fight happened to be a big one because there was a huge like a ball of momentum rolling for Amanda Hebus, and Marina Rodriguez Did you end up watching it after all? Yeah, you said you did, right?
Yeah, yeah, I did.
That ended up being pretty
It's
crazy, man.
yeah, it sucks, man.
Uh, Marina Rodriguez, how fucking strong does she look?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's crazy. Man, it just sucks because obviously I'm a Hebus fan.
Yeah, I mean, I am too.
So
Who
yeah,
isn't?
it definitely sucks. But man, she took that loss with grace, right?
Yeah,
She
which that
really.
whole stoppage thing was weird. I do think that Herb Dean intended to stop it the first time, but then he was grabbed the leg, so he was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, I don't know. That was weird. I agree. Um,
I think Herb Dean's.
like everyone was fucking joking about it, saying uh Rodriguez won 2 fights that night.
Yeah, 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 she said it too. She was, or no, no, no. They said it in the press card. I mean, in the press conference. Yeah, that was funny, dude. She knocked her out twice, which I wish
Yeah,
it.
I mean, holy shit, fucking Hivas cut so much weight.
Yeah,
Like it's
dude.
crazy how to me, I don't know if this you saw the same thing, but to me it looked like she was just a different fighter. The weight, like
Yeah,
the amount of weight that she
yeah.
cut, holy shit. Apparently she like gained 30 pounds within that one day.
Holy shit! I didn't hear
Yeah,
anything
yeah,
about
like
that
I don't know, but
because she still looks super skinny going into the fight. So, um, she fought. Who did she fight? I guess it was her first fight, or was it against Paige when she like moved up a weight class?
there was I don't even know.
I think she moved up to 125. Or I mean 135 for one fight. I'm not sure. But anyway, hats off to Marina Rodriguez. That was a badass fight. Good for her. And then after that, which this fight, Mahmoud Muradov versus Andrew Sanchez ended up replacing my highly awaited fight with Atman Azatar and Matt Fravola.
Yeah, your boy's canceled now.
Yeah, man. Atman Azatar and his friends fucked up big time. Big time. If you guys didn't hear about it, they did like try to pull some Mission Impossible shit and ended up getting cut from the UFC. So huge mistake.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, they replaced that fight with Andrew Sanchez and Mahmoud Muradov, and Muradov's a fucking beast, man. Muradov knocked the shit out of Sanchez, and Sanchez was looking good in the second round. After I guess he kind of warmed up a little bit, but
Yeah.
um,
Got caught.
yeah, oh yeah. Which I want to know your opinion on this next fight, because I thought it was just fucking weird. But let's talk about Joanne Calderwood and Jessica I. What did you think of that fight?
I mean, like what do you mean in terms of like scoring? Like who did I have?
Well, just overall the fight of how everybody looked or how Calderwood and I looked. Um,
I mean, I definitely thought Calder would won it. I thought
yeah,
she was the the
clearly.
aggressor. She was landing more. I mean, I thought yeah, she
So I
won it. I guess like if it looked slow and sloppy,
okay, see
the
that's what I was looking for because to me it looked like these girls like had like maybe like a 1 week fight camp, if even that, and then they just went and fought, and they both looked very
yeah, but see, I
weird.
think I think that goes back to just there being levels to the game, right?
Okay,
And it's just like even though they're top contenders, there's still that level difference. Like
yeah.
they throw different than others. You know what I mean? Like you can see these throws. You can see them as they're throwing a punch, right? And then there's some fighters, like Amanda Nunes, Valentina. When they throw, it's not something that it looks clean, like it looks fluid. These they look a little.
So my problem is, and I've come to understand that this is a big problem, is I need to stop comparing everybody in the weight division to Valentina Shevchenko because it's just not fair. It's like you said. I mean, there's just levels, absolute like huge levels to it. And these girls, like which Jessica I, you saw what happened to her when she fought Shevchenko. Like
Yeah, No,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I get you. I definitely saw it. Even then, I thought Calderwood kind of kicked her ass. Like, she threw
Yeah, she definitely did way better.
the more, or she landed the more significant shots.
Why
That's
she
for
look so
sure.
sleepy though?
Yeah, they both did.
We were just there. They were just like,
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was an entertaining fight though, just because
yeah,
like I
yeah,
like
yeah.
I like that they would like grab each other and they would fucking
Dude,
just
they were fucking
try to
clinched
throw
up
down.
like from the very beginning.
Yeah, but again, you're right. Like it's hard because you want to compare them to
Yeah,
Valentina, Amanda, the way those ladies throw, and it's like,
it's not.
oh, that's just
It's just not fair.
it's so hard because
Truly.
those two are definitely just on another level.
Can you hear that? Can you hear those dogs?
Yeah,
They've been nonstop all week.
sounds lovely.
Um, yeah.
All right,
Have-
so co-main and main, holy shit, did it live up to
Wow.
expectations? Um,
Have you ever seen
fuck.
Chandler fight?
So the very first time I watched Michael Chandler fight was against Eddie Alvarez in Bellator. Their
Oh,
their
okay.
first fight, yeah, and it
Awesome.
was fucking amazing. So
Awesome.
yes, I had seen Michael Chandler fight before. I
I had to.
remember, I think I accidentally came upon it. I was like, I was in high school and I was scrolling through the TV and I just saw Bellator on Spike TV, I think at the time,
Probably.
and so yeah, I was like, oh shit, let me watch this, and like it just started, so it was the perfect thing to watch, and I was just
Badass.
fucking blown
Blown
away because it
away.
was such a back and forth, and
Yeah,
it was so good. So yes, I
it's
had
good.
seen Michael Chandler, but even then, I was not expecting that shit.
So you remember when Hamzat Hamzat smash,
Yeah,
and
you're
he
talking like them now.
yeah fought Gerald Mirshat,
Gerald Meerschaert, yeah.
and the look in his eye when Hamzat was walking him down, and he was kind of like a deer in the headlights. To
Honestly,
me,
that's actually a great way to look at this. And I get what you're saying, right?
yeah, to me, Dan Hooker had the exact same look in his eyes, like when Chandler was coming towards him.
But because, right, and again, it makes a lot of sense because they were worried about the takedown.
Yeah, yeah,
Because Gerald, that's exactly what he expected to
yeah.
come, right? Like he thought, all right, this guy's gonna fucking take me down and maul me, right? Let me focus on that. Well, guess what? It looked like Handler or Hooker, I'm sorry, was like,
It was the exact same thing.
yeah, like this guy is gonna, okay, yes, he's baiting me, and at some point he's just gonna,
He's gonna shoot.
yep. And holy shit.
Uh, okay. So here's the thing. He he faked the takedown, right? Or he kind of went for the leg, and then he just throws a left hand up there, and you could tell he kind of sat on it a little bit, but it didn't look like he like threw with all he could, and he fucking dropped Hooker, man. Like, I mean, from my angle, that's what it looked like. I don't know what it looked like from your end. I don't know if you looked like he threw with everything he had, but
Well, I mean, I just felt like everything that he was throwing, well, and it didn't help that Hooker was moving a lot, but everything that
yeah,
he was throwing with his entire body. Like his intent was
yeah.
to knock him out. So I thought every throw that he threw,
Before that, yeah, but
well, I mean, yeah, and even that one, like I just felt like he was going for it. Like
mhm.
it was it was crazy. I mean, a fucking amazing debut
The
for
intro for him, man.
for
Dude,
Michael
like
Chandler.
shout out to Michael Chandler. We know you're listening to the Smash Bros podcast, and we
Yeah,
appreciate
yeah,
it.
yeah. We know you've heard of
Uh,
us somehow.
yeah, yeah, we know. Oh, we
But
know,
but yeah, holy shit, man.
dude.
He
Good for
he
him. Good for
showed
him.
up. I mean, oh man, I felt bad for Hooker, but because I mean, even then, I was going for Chandler.
What was up with the
But
gloves, man?
yeah, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he said anything on social media, but I know they were just saying like maybe he was just out of frustration, like
Yeah,
because I don't know if you heard he has to stay there for like a fucking month or some shit in Abu Dhabi to like
for
so
what?
that before he can go back because he's from New Zealand and they have really
Oh,
strict,
that's right.
yeah, they
Yeah,
have really
I
strict
forgot about
COVID
that.
policies.
Oh wow,
So
he's gonna be.
I mean, maybe it was just frustration. I'm not sure. I mean, I would hope it's just frustration because he's obviously,
It's a really
you
good
know,
fighter.
yeah,
So, before we talk about rankings and who's fighting who next, let's go
the
back to the
Yeah.
the Poirier and McGregor fight. I didn't rewatch it. I wish I would have, so I could pay attention to some of the finer details, which I'll probably do that later on. Did you watch it twice or?
Uh, no. I mean, I went back just to see the end,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
yeah, I definitely didn't watch twice. I mean, I just think that like like Connor looked good. He looked strong. Well, and this is where it gets a little weird. He didn't. I don't want to say he looked good because there were some things that I felt like he wasn't as aggressive.
no,
He definitely didn't. And I mean, I think he even said it in either was it the conference, the post fight conference? I'm not sure, but I think it's crazy, man. I think that calf kick really just fucked him up from the beginning. Like
yeah, I think
from the
so
get
too.
go, it just changed things,
It,
and then even Dustin throwing in the takedown, he obviously wasn't expecting that.
yeah, no.
Um, but yeah, I mean Dustin
Chael
just
Sonnen after the fight was like, I don't think anybody expected that takedown, and he's like, and I don't think anybody thought that takedown would work, not even Dustin Poirier, because Conor McGregor is so good at defending the takedown, and it was just like he just went for it and he got it
yeah.
so easy, which is weird.
Again, like he definitely wasn't expecting it, right?
Yeah, it was just weird.
Um, but yeah, man. Again, I don't understand why people were counting him out. Like
Yeah.
people thought he didn't have a chance at all.
Dustin scraps, man. Like
He does. And, I mean,
Dustin
and
scraps
when
straight
was the
up.
last time that we saw him get like knocked out? Was Johnson, wasn't it? Michael Johnson, and then before that was probably Connor.
Yeah, sounds
So
about
at
right.
lightweight, it was Michael Johnson, and I mean, if we're being honest, Michael Johnson's just knocked out like like just random
Yeah,
individuals, right? Like he has that power. So I mean,
it's
yeah, man. I don't get how like you count out Dustin after seeing his last performances.
after seeing him beat Max, after seeing him beat Hooker, after seeing him beat Gaethje, and then Khabib's Khabib. Like we can't really
And so that's like another thing, right? Like on top of all that, holy shit.
look.
I
You look
mean,
at the last two fights,
fucking Khabib,
and then you think about what Habib has done. Like, sorry, um,
his ground game is just that's on a whole like that's on like a god level.
yeah, bro, that's
Like
like
it
that's
really
S
is,
tier.
dude. Yeah, dude. I honestly like pound for pound, just him using that he takes down everyone.
Yeah, easy, easy.
So if he were at heavyweight, he takes them down.
Yeah,
Lightweight, he takes them down with just how good he is on the ground. Holy shit, he's taking down everyone. The bear makes fucking sense. He
dude.
wrestled a bear my bad. He wrestled a bear as a child.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he could do it now.
I I don't doubt it, bro. Straight up.
Bro, he's getting that handcuff on the bear for sure.
Hell yeah. Um, the thing that kind of like threw me off was like everybody talks about Connor's cardio. Like to me, he did look a little tired after that first takedown from Dustin. Like going into the second round, like in a combination with the kick and then the takedown, like Connor already looked like I don't know, at least like he was
Like defeated.
not defeated, but he just looked tired already, man. I mean, like
It's I don't know, man.
that's just me.
It's tough because I feel like we overanalyze that kind of shit, right? Like as fans are like, oh, that guy looks tired, but it's like
Yeah,
then they somehow still pull off, another three
yeah,
rounds.
yeah,
So I definitely think he could have gone longer, but again, it was the perfect game plan from
yeah.
Dustin.
Hats off
Like
to
he
Dustin
he
Poirier,
just
man.
he threw in a bigger variety of things, and it
Hmm.
ultimately was the downfall of McGregor. Like, I mean, really, it was the calf kick. The calf kick really just set him up for
Hmm.
success. Like he stopped Connor. Connor couldn't move, and then from then on
Yeah,
out, we know that Dustin's a good boxer.
yeah, dude. One
Like
of the best.
everyone knows Connor to be an amazing boxer, but it's like Dustin is obviously
Just a
a
straight up
good
boxer.
boxer.
Dustin's
Yeah,
always
like
been a really, really good boxer.
dude, he's a slugger. Like, but
Okay, so I have a question.
yeah,
Let's say in the first fight, Dustin isn't as angry and emotional as he was, do you think he could have won that first fight?
Mm,
Do you think at that time that he had that skill set to beat Connor?
I don't know, man. That's a good question. I don't think so. Cause I think Connor. It's cause like Dustin has looked so much better at lightweight. You know what I mean?
Big time.
Like I really feel
It's
as
a huge,
though
huge
the
difference.
yeah, and I feel like that weight cut. Cause even now at lightweight, he looks fucking huge. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, he looked bigger than Connor.
he did. He
He
looked like he could
honestly,
fight at
yeah,
170 easy.
he honestly looked bigger than Connor. So I don't think so. I think the flyweight, just that weight cut killed him,
Mhm.
or fucking flyweight, featherweight. Um, yeah, I think the weight cut kills him. Uh, and then I know Connor mentioned the inactivity. Honestly, I think that does have to play with, like, have
For
somewhat
sure, man. For
to
sure.
do with that loss, because it's like,
You have somebody, so Dustin who has been fighting ever since and constantly growing and evolving and changing as the game changes. Because if you watch a fight from, I don't know, 5 6 years ago, like if you watch a full card, it's going to be totally different from what we see now. Everybody is so much more well-rounded now than they used to be. um
yeah,
and
and that's not to say that Connor isn't well
yeah,
rounded. He
yeah, but
obviously is, but I think the the inactivity, it made him comfortable,
I definitely think
and
so.
even in this fight, I think he was too comfortable thinking, well, my skill set, is on another level, and obviously, we saw how that played out,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Um, so I think that's a big thing, is that Connor got comfortable, and I feel like the whole
and got his ass
inactivity
caught.
didn't help.
So moving forward, Connor's, Connor, you know how Connor is. Connor's gonna want to redeem himself and get back
That's
to
what's
Dustin.
that's what's honestly exciting about Connor.
Yeah,
So,
and so
if
seeing
we're looking at Connor, holy
motivated
shit.
McGregor,
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
because I mean, when was the last time that we saw a fucking McGregor workout video? Like, we don't see those anymore. Like, he's
mm-mm,
not constantly, and I'm sure he's putting in the work, and I'm sure he's working out,
yeah,
but is he focused on MMA, during those workouts?
like
I know
like
he's
like he
selling
used
his
to be.
McGregor Fast,
Yeah,
his little workout system. Again, so like, is he focused on MMA right now? And I don't know if you saw Khabib tweet that, um
yeah. He changed it. He changed
his
his coaches,
his
his sparring.
camp, his coaches,
Yeah,
yeah. And I McGregor brought that up, and he said that nothing's changed, but um maybe, maybe could be meant like the fact that you're not always there anymore. Maybe
yeah,
that's the issue, right? Like that's what he meant by it. Like, you're not training MMA,
yeah,
which, I mean, it would. I mean, it's tough, right? Because we don't know. We really don't. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes. But if that is the issue, then holy shit, am I excited for a
for what's to come.
yeah.
So on our Smash Bros podcast Twitter, which if you're not following, go follow that. It's a good place to see our content and kind of keep up with the MMA world. The guy who runs our Smash Bros podcast Twitter follows all of the MMA news reporters and all these people that are involved. And one of them tweeted, "Here is how I would book the top lightweight division." So 4 fights: Poirier versus Oliveira for the title, Gaethje versus Chandler, McGregor versus Diaz 3 because Diaz is coming back to 155, and Ferguson versus Hooker.
Uh, yeah. I mean, that's pretty solid. The only thing, I'm I'm gonna be very surprised if Dustin and Connor don't run it back right away, just
You,
because I
you
feel
think
like
you
that.
think they're gonna immediately run it back?
But see, that's Connor's character,
Yeah,
which kind of throws me off, because it didn't seem as though he was vying for that rematch, right? Like, during
yeah,
the post conference, he wasn't, like, oh yeah, he knew that he was throwing it out there, like, we're gonna fight
yeah,
again, but it wasn't. he wasn't asking for it. So
Yeah.
maybe he is gonna look for another fight.
I'm
Uh, it, it's so tough. And
so
then
the only
honestly, like it's gonna be very interesting because I feel like Diaz seeing this, Diaz changes up his game plan, and
yeah,
I think 3 is a whole different ball
yeah.
game.
Which I don't know, man. It's okay. So the McGregor Diaz trilogy is always going to be there. They can sell the shit out of that no matter what.
Well, yeah, that's crazy, right? Now he has 2
Yeah,
that he can sell.
yeah, two trilogies. But do you think that Diaz is going to come back? I mean, they already took him out of the rankings. I mean,
Rankings don't matter for
well,
that
true.
guy.
That's true. That's true. But it just seems like
That
he's been
that's
so comfortable so
that
long
definitely is
away.
that definitely is one guy who Connor can call out at any time, and
Yeah,
they'll throw on that fight. So, I mean, even though I feel like even though he's been inactive, that dude's always training too. He's always doing something. Um, fuck, man, that's an interesting. It makes sense. I mean, because at this time it's like, who else, right? Who else can
yeah.
Connor?
I mean, I would like to see Hook. Like somebody said it last night at the press conference. Like the main card and co-main would just swap, so it would be Chandler and Poirier, and then Connor and Hooker. But
Nah, that
I
definitely
don't think
doesn't
they'll
make
do that.
sense. To me, that doesn't make
Dana
sense.
White was like, yeah, yeah, it makes sense, but I just don't see it going like that
Well,
because
and then I know Dustin was like, he was like, no, Chandler isn't getting a title shot.
yeah, you can't just. Another thing is you can't just omit Oliveira from that. Like
Well, and that's exactly, yeah,
yeah,
you can. Like he's the next one in line. He really
yeah,
is.
he really is.
And it's crazy because you could also you could say Gaethje, but it's like Dustin beat Gaethje, Dustin beat Hooker.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So that's why I
I think
agree with
Gaethje
Dustin.
Chan.
I don't think Chandler deserves the title shot,
No, 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 no.
but definitely one more fight, and yes,
Yeah, I agree.
one more against the top anyone in the top 5. Yeah,
That's a good one. And then another thing is RDA is back in the mix. So we'll
I
see.
mean
We'll
RDA
see.
is RDA. Like,
We'll see how that goes. But another good one would be McGregor Felder.
oh, Felder's always a fun. He always puts
Well,
on.
Felder's ranked number 8. McGregor was just given ranked number 4 out of nowhere, which of course these
Yeah, but
rankings
see,
don't
I
matter.
feel like UFC's either gonna give him top 5 or Nate Diaz. I
I
think
see
that's
it.
what makes more sense for
Yeah,
Connor.
that makes
Because then
sense.
if Connor loses against Felder,
He's way,
you
way,
get what
way
I'm
out of
saying?
there, and it gets
Yeah, like
harder to
he's definitely out of
win.
the loop.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah.
So
But lightweight division. I mean, I don't think Khabib's coming back. At least not right now.
I
I
don't
think
see it,
Khabib.
man. I do not see it
We'll
happening at
see. And
all.
and also the only other thing, the only individual who can, I think, get Khabib to come back is Michael Chandler.
Me too. Me too. And that whole fucking WWE promo he threw out there, man. I was I was like, okay, I respect it.
Yeah, the guy's good with words, huh?
Yeah, bro. It was funny because after he did that whole fucking call out, I looked at Aubrey and I was like, he's been practicing that all week long. Like, that's been in his head. And man, the guy it was a
But
great night.
but yeah, so yeah, I think Khabib's done, and if he ever does, it's gonna be because Michael Chandler.
Chandler. Yeah. So next event coming up, February 6th is a fight night, and Alistair Overeem and Alexander Volkov are headlining that fight. There's a couple good fights on here. I I like Alistair Overeem going on his final run. I'm rooting for the guy, but I don't think maybe he'll get a title shot. I think he'll get past Volkov.
It's
Um,
tough, man, because I feel like Volkov is I mean, he has good range, and then
yeah,
he
he's
kind
got a
of has a
decent ground game.
chin.
Yeah, he ate a bunch of shots from Derek Lewis before Derek Lewis finally put him away.
Yeah,
Which
well, it took what 3 rounds,
yeah, which Volkov should have won that
or was
fight.
it 5?
It was 5.
So
No, no, no.
there you
It
go.
was.
I think it was 3.
I think it was 3. It was the last 10 seconds of the third round,
Yeah,
which I thought they were gonna stop it for Volkov,
But then again, Overeem, honestly, like it's so weird. At one point, he had no chin.
No,
Like he just completely lost it. And he was getting knocked out
it
with
was,
like everything.
it was
And
right after all the steroids, bro.
I just no. After the steroids, he's still a good.
Dude, he looked insane when he was on roids,
He's
bro.
fucking jacked.
Yeah. Let's
Uh,
let's
but
pull up a
yeah,
graphic for
he
that.
honestly Overeem has looked so much better lately,
He
and
has.
he could take a punch now.
Yeah, like with Sakai, bro. That whole
Yeah, all those exchanges.
yeah. All right, so let's do this real quick. I'm gonna show you guys before and after um for Alistair Overeem. Like, look at this dude. Look at this dude. Like
He's just
he
fucking
looked
shredded.
insane, bro, and he was giant. He went from this to that. But anyway, good for him. I'm glad he's on a one final run thing, and I think he gets past Volkov. That's just me though.
Yeah, I think he can pull it off, but
Uh,
definitely interesting fight.
Another good fight on that card. We have Frankie Edgar, Corey Sandhagen. I think
Oh
Sandhagen's gonna
man.
take that one.
Yep.
Uh, who else? Who else? Who else? Clay Guida and Michael Johnson, a couple of legends going to war that night. Which
Oh yeah.
I've met Clay Guida, nice guy, very nice guy.
I've met Michael Johnson's mother.
Nice, nice, nice. Did I tell you about that whole Michael Johnson? I mean the Clay Guida thing.
I think so.
I was at a
Was
Toys
that a
R
store,
Us.
right?
Yeah, I was at a Toys
Yeah.
R Us shopping some Christmas presents, and I just see this dude with a hat on and a jacket and long hair, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's Clay Guida. And I walk up and I'm like, hey man, can I have a picture? And he's like, sure, bro. And I didn't like make it like a huge big deal. I just kind of try to sneak it in because we're in the middle of a Toys R Us, you know. Like I don't want the guy to like
Hey, rest in peace,
be
Toys R
bothered.
Us.
Yeah. Oh shit, I forgot about that. I can't find this picture, but
Damn, Clay would be disappointed.
Clay Guida, I'm rooting for you, brother. Oh, here we go. What is
Oh,
it?
you had it,
Is
and
it the
then
hand?
it's kind of there. It's kind of there. There it
There we
is.
go. Of course, this was a couple years ago because I was in shape, so don't pay attention to that. But shout out Clay Guida.
And it's so weird to see you at 4'2".
Fuck you, man. He's not wrong though. Yeah, a couple good fights that night. The next big UFC event, I believe, is the March card? Question
Is
mark.
it over or fucking Usman and Burns?
Oh, see, man, Snoozman.
258.
Yeah, that's February 13th, right? Yep. That one's gonna be a decent card. Um,
The UFC never puts up the fucking card.
yeah, no, I use MMA Junkie a lot. We got Usman Burns, Uriah Hall, Chris Weidman, Macy Barber's return versus Alexa Grasso, Kelvin Gastelum, Ian Heinisch, and Pedro Munoz, Jimmy Rivera.
Heinich.
Sorry. Pedro Munoz and Jimmy Rivera. Good
Yeah,
night.
it's man, a lot of those like I feel like Munoz, Rivera,
What day is
old,
that?
Hall, Weidman, old.
Yeah. Macy Barbara, Alexa Grasso. Hopefully that's a good one.
I mean,
I,
they all
oh,
definitely have potential to be good though.
I hope Alexa just kicks the shit out of Macy Barber's knee. Yeah, but we can talk about those cards coming up. I believe we recorded 2 episodes in a row because of all of the UFC going on. And so the next episode that'll come out will be after the February 6th card, after the Alistair Overeem fight with Volkov. So
No, I think I want like a month break.
oh, okay. That's
All right,
understandable.
I have a question for you.
Go for it.
So since we had 3 events in the span of a week,
Okay.
what was your favorite fight? I'll go first because Everyone's gonna know it's Max
I
Holloway.
was gonna say, like, you can't take that away, bro. Like, out of all of the performances, the great performances we saw, there was like, what was it?
That's what I'm saying. Your favorite fight. That
50
was my favorite
something,
fight because I love him, right?
50 something fights total, or yeah, somewhere around 50 fights. Um, my favorite fight is definitely the Max Holloway fight, bro.
50. How the fuck are there 50 fights?
Well, between the three, there was like 15, 15, 15, and almost a night.
No shit. Damn.
Yeah. One
Yeah.
was 14, one was 12, and then the other one was like 13 or something like that. So it's in the low 40s.
My boy Blessed.
Yeah, man. Shout out Max Holloway. We know you're watching,
eh,
bro.
if you're watching, I don't know where the fuck my bandana is. I ordered one. It's not here
Oh,
yet.
did you order one?
Hell yeah, I did.
I saw his merch and I was gonna send it to you and I just
Yeah,
forgot.
I got the one that says it is what it
I
is.
knew you. I saw that and I thought about you right away. Um, this is all I need right here, bro. All I need on my desk at all times.
There it is.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I have anything else to cover.
In
Do
terms
you?
of MMA, no. A good solid week of UFC events.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, so glad to have them back.
Yeah, it was weird not having them.
It was, and man, did they fucking open up 2021 with a bang.
Good job,
Holy
Max.
shit. Max, yep, Max. And then the
Dustin.
first pay per view card of the year.
Yeah.
Fucking, this is what we saw. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy, man.
Let's see. Let's see. I don't think that.
No, other than that, again, it was they were all great cards. Even the Chiesa and Magni one, I wasn't
Yeah,
very
it was a
like
good night.
hype about it, but watching it, like it was good.
Yeah,
It was very enjoyable, and everyone did well. All the fights were good.
definitely. So I'm gonna go ahead and fix all this up. Probably push this episode out either shit, man, maybe tonight. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Tonight, if not tomorrow, because I'm off till Friday night. I'm actually off.
Wait, so you're off all week right now?
Dude, I got off. So I wasn't supposed to work Friday, but I signed up for overtime. And
Are you
then
talking this past Friday or the?
yeah, yes, a couple days ago, and then I don't have to work till Friday night because I'm off for a week. But I
Dang.
am on call Thursday on my dad's birthday. We were gonna go out and celebrate, but I'm on call, so we'll see. There might be some celebrations happening still.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I'll be able to kick this episode out quick. Maybe we can, I don't know. I'll put some stuff out on social media and we'll be good to go.
Yeah. Sounds
Uh,
good.
but in the meantime, you guys can check out our YouTube. You guys can check out us on Spotify, iTunes, Twitter, Instagram. We have it all.
Yes, and remember, we like everything.
Yeah,
So
come
if you
on.
ever want to talk about something else,
If you guys
let
want
us
to talk
know.
about competitive ice skating, come on. We'll talk about it.
That's funny that you brought that up. I don't know why
Like,
the fuck I went down that hole on YouTube and I
oh,
was
dude,
watching competitive ice skating and
it's ridiculous.
holy shit.
The way people like do the jumps
Oh
and the
man.
spins
Yes,
and then
man.
land and then gracefully just slide off.
Yeah, like my leg would definitely bend
Dude, you probably wouldn't even be able to get
sideways.
on the ice.
I
Ooh,
mean, is there a height limit? Would they allow you on there too, or like we're both not allowed?
you would end up like Alex Sanchez looked last night after he got hit in the back of the head. Fucking
Bro, I could be on my knees and I'm still taller than you.
doing the stinky like whatever. Anyway, I'm Mike.
And I'm John.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.